All right, we are live. Okay, we're here. All right, so we're live tonight. Don't know how long we're going to be on, but anyway, we're here. And hey, as always, Daddy Duck 365 in the Blind is brought to you by Salt Creek Custom Ammunition, True Lock Choke Tubes, and Biscuit Built 3D. You add all three of them together, and you're going to have a fantastic hunt. Trust me. So, who's all in the house tonight? I know I haven't been consistent with with my live streams, and I apologize. Just been kind of a lot of things going on. It's summertime, vacation time, just a lot of things going on. We will get more consistent as it gets closer to the season. Got some things I'm really working on, some new videos. If you've been following the channel, you know I've been putting out a bunch of shorts. Put out a funny one today. I got another one coming out Wednesday. And I'm also going to be putting out community post every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, there's going to be a community post. And what I want you to do, I'm going to ask you a question. I just want you to answer it. That's it. That community post, when I'm talking to you and I'm asking you a question, when you answer, what happens is I get ideas from that to do maybe a short or another video. So that's why I'm doing it, trying to and to engage more with you guys. So oh, that's it. I see I got one person in the house. Who is it? Put your name down in the comment below. If this is your first time here, tell me who you are, where you're from. Oh, so like my last community post was very simple. It's just me. What's up, Robert? You want to come on? You want to get up on the panel? Hey, we'll talk about working man outdoors until we get some more people in here. We'll just talk. Hey, Zach, what's going on? Later, your mom's video's right in this minute. Zach, you want to come up on panel? Let me know. We'll talk about working man outdoors if you want to. This anytime y'all want to, y'all are more than welcome to come up on the panel. So it's kind of what tonight's about. But yes, I am very excited about hunting with you this coming September. Good friend of mine is going to be joining me, and I think Robert has met him. I don't know. I can't remember if Robert has met Nab or not, but we'll be on the way. I'm kind of answering some text messages tonight as well. Be glad to get y'all up on this panel. Only spoken online. Okay, man, he's a cool guy. I'd love to tell you a story. Like I said, it's Nab from Nab's Go Devil here in South Carolina, out of St. Matthews. And the first time I met him, I was cutting through the swamp. I was near a place way back up in there called Mose Lake, and I had a 25 Mercury, and him and another guy were coming out with some I forget what horsepower. I can't remember if they had 25s but they were long tail motors. And this is before the surface drives. And we came around a curve. Of course, we had to stop to let each other pass, and we just got to talking. And I got a card from him, and a couple months later, maybe. And I don't know, I'm gonna tell you something. His boat, his Go Devil boat, and the guy he was with, I had seen him before in the swamp, but have never had a chance to talk to him. And they were the only ones that I know of in Santee at the time that had the Go Devil motors. And a couple months later, my Mercury blew up. It had sucked up some mud while I was down on the coast and blew up. So I gave him a call, and we put a 16 horsepower longtail on my War Eagle. And I'm going to tell you right now, that thing would fly. It would absolutely fly. That thing would go faster. There was people that couldn't believe that it was just a 16 horse. We had a good time. And ever since then, I've hunted with Nab in the swamp. Some of the really cool nighttime videos that I've had in the past, it's been me following him through the swamp. That way I could look at a camera and look ahead, look at his lights, and kind of judge everything without running into anything. He knows the swamp. I know the swamp real well, but he knows it a lot more than I do. Really good guy, really good guy. You're going to enjoy meeting him, hanging out with him, and learning. You're going to learn some stuff between me and him. And Robert, we've hunted together in the past. Zach, I have not, as far as I know, I've never met you in person, but you're going to learn a lot about ducks and duck hunting when you're talking to Nab. Absolutely. Great guy. Oh. Hang on one second, guys. I got to answer this. $16 pushed your $17.60, about 13, 14 miles. I had a 1438 War Eagle, narrow and skinny. And I was getting all of about 15, 16 out of it by myself. And when I'd load it down, I'd probably get 13 or 14. That thing would fly, dude. If I was in thicker mud, if I was in thicker mud than what we got around here, I would probably stick with a longtail. What's up, Charles? How you doing? But for y'all that are in here, Robert Brandt and Zach Garrison, and do me a favor, either Robert or Zach, in the comments, post your Facebook page for me, Working Man Outdoors. But anyway, these guys have got have started a guide service, and hopefully I can get them up here in a little bit, and we can talk about it whenever they get ready. Talk about it more in detail. But they're they're based out of our state, South Carolina, but they're going to be guiding um, Louisiana. Is that you're are y'all in y'all going to be guiding in Louisiana, right? Not Texas, but Louisiana, actually. Is that correct? And if you go over to their Facebook page, Working Man Outdoors, you can see some of the property they just acquired. Um, I'm going to be hunting with them in September, along with me and Nab. Um, in September, it's already booked up. We got it, and hopefully shoot some teal. We got about 3 or 4 days, and we're going to hunt. So, but these, like I said, I've never met Zach, but I can tell you firsthand that Robert's a stand-up guy. If he tells you he's going to do something, it's pretty much it's going to get done. Mamou, Louisiana, yes, about an hour from Texas. Okay. Don't forget to put your Facebook page in the comment. You can drop a link or just the name, whatever y'all want to do. Go ahead. You got my permission. Teal hogs and maybe an alligator. That's right. Oh, I think we're going to have a good time. Who else is in here tonight? I got Charles, I got Robert, I got Zach. Who else I got in here tonight? It'll have to be a copy and paste link. That'll work. That'll work. All right. So okay. All right. I uh all right, Zach. I just saw your post where it says, "Yeah, man, I got a free minute at work. I can introduce us and let Robert bring it home later." There is a link. There is a link. All you got to do is click on that link. I'm assuming you're on your phone, so all you got to do is click on the link. Charles, what's going on? How's the weather up there? Is it hot like it is here? I know y'all got mosquitoes the size of turkeys on those East Coast mosquitoes y'all got. Hot, hot, hot. Yeah, it's hot here, dude. It is so beyond and fiber. Okay. Anything new other than being hot, Charles? Y'all got any news? There he is. I'm assuming that's him. You a bearded fella that looks goofy?
Bearded fella.
Okay, gotcha. You're on now.
Awesome, awesome. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully well, hopefully well. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of introduce us real quick. I am at work, unfortunately, but I'll just kind of let everybody know who we are, what we're trying to get accomplished. We are, as the hat says, Working Man Outdoors, as he's mentioned plenty of times before already in the video. Our main goal is to make sure that people who work for a living can go out and enjoy having a good time. We're not here one of those that's going to charge you $15,000 to come out and have a good time. We're going to do it on a working man's budget. And Robert and I both, to put politely, work harder than an ugly stripper to make sure that you guys have a good time. As he's already mentioned, if Robert tells you something's going to get done, it's going to get done. I'm in the same boat as Robert. We both kind of have that same work ethic. We like to make sure that people enjoy their time. You worked hard for that vacation. If you're going to spend it with us, we're going to make sure it's well spent vacation. As you've mentioned, we do offer ducks. We offer thermal hog hunts as well as hopefully alligator hunts. We're working on those right now. We're working on getting some tags through the state of Louisiana. But once that comes through, we will also be offering some alligator hunts as well.
Now you are in South Carolina as well, too, right?
Correct. I'm from the upstate. I'm in Spartanburg, Greenville area.
Okay.
Yep. Believe it or not, met Robert. I guess now we were talking about it this past weekend when I saw him. About 7 years now.
Okay.
Have hunted out of state with him, chasing ducks in about 6 different states now.
Yeah.
So
he loves Oklahoma. I will tell you that.
Absolutely. And that was one of that first trip that he and I made together was one that is definitely one we will forever talk about. We had a good time, and that's kind of when both of us clicked and fell into place and realized that our obsession and passions kind of met with each other, and both of us had the same intent and goals, and we've been working hard on it ever since.
Hold on. Yep. Yeah, I've me and Robert, we met, I guess it was on my YouTube channel kind of thing, and then we kind of hooked up one day at the lake and started hanging out, and then after that it was kind of, do you have ducks? No. Do you have ducks? It was either a yes or a no, and
Right.
that's how how our conversations kind of went. But I guess, what has it been, Robert, if you're still here? I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years, maybe even 7 years ago, we started hunting Thanksgiving morning together.
Yeah.
And it was a little wood duck hunt. The first couple were outstanding, and of course, you know how things go; they just go downhill.
Absolutely.
But it was still
First one's always the best.
time.
First one's always the best.
It was a 75-yard walk of death, and for a fat man, that was pretty bad. So
yeah, Robert, I'm sure later when he can come on, will vouch for you. We took a hunt in Arkansas last year that really wasn't a bad walk into that hole, but it being our first trip into that hole and ice being covered everywhere, and me and Jay forgetting a headlamp, Robert was trudging on leading the way, and we walked about 1.5 miles out of the way. That day is about the only day that's tested my patience with Robert, but I tell you what, it ended up being a fantastic hunt. We all got to the duck hole. We were hot, we were sweating, and we were freezing. We were ill till daybreak. When them ducks came flying in, every bit of it was worth it. It was a good enough hole. We hunted it 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We did it last year, before the trouble came in, but we started doing 410 hunts.
Oh yeah,
there he is.
Robert was carrying the old 410 with him that day.
Yeah,
my 410.
There he is.
That's right.
So I promised him that if I show up, I'm bringing my 410. But I am gonna pack this little 28 gauge I got now as well. So have that with me. But I plan on shooting them teal with nothing but the 410. That's
a good plan. We like that.
Cylinder, a cylinder tube, and an improved cylinder tube with some number 9 TSS, and I think that's just all that's going to be there.
So you're doing too much with the TSS on the teal.
I know it, but that's right now. That's all I got, and on the 410, and
I mean, really, that's all my loads. I did load some 5s and 7s for the girls last year, but I mean, they work.
Small Water Charters is in the house. What's going on there, John? Hey guys, and I know y'all are in here. We're talking about Working Man Outdoors, but I do got to give a shout out to John over at Small Water Charters. If y'all are looking for a awesome time bass fishing in Florida, in and around Okeechobee, or later in the year when it starts to cool off a little bit and you get some crappie fishing going on, y'all go and see this guy. He's got a YouTube page. You can contact him through there. He will hook you up big time. This man, now I will tell you, if he carries his wife, you might as well put your rod down because she's going to catch everything that's out there to be caught. I'm just letting you know straight up.
Smart man.
But he's got, you do get some teal. That's right. But he's a great guy. I had the opportunity. I didn't get to fish with him, but I had the opportunity to meet him a couple 3 years ago. And great guy. Him and his wife, Miss Lydia. They are great, great, great people. If y'all are looking for a good place to fish down in Florida, go hook him up. Anyway, back to you guys. Go. Sorry.
It's all quite all right. We don't mind at all. Robert, is there anything I've missed you want to throw in there on?
We do have lodging available, hopefully, here in the next couple of weeks. We're going to head out there, not this coming week with it being 4th of July, but the week after. And we're going to work on getting the lodge straight. Hopefully have a few camper spots available if people want to bring their camper out and stay. We will have some fishing available, obviously, in the ponds. If you want to take up your afternoons fishing instead of hog hunting, perfectly all right. We pretty much tailor hunts however y'all want them. You just let us know what you want, and we'll make it fit.
Yeah, sounds about right. I say that I forgot all about lodging. That's why we keep you around.
That's right.
Yeah, he was telling me about that earlier today when I called him. Because this is how this has gone. Okay, so all right.
It's been a roller coaster.
It's been a roller coaster.
We started this. Absolutely. So you want me to kind of give a rundown of how this has played out since February when we decided to make this?
Let me just say this real quick. So Robert calls me up and says, "Hey, I want you to come to Arkansas, shoot early season teal." I said, "Okay." I don't think it was a month later. Arkansas is out of the question. I said, "What?" He said, "We're going to Texas." Okay. So here we go. We're starting in Texas. Then I get a phone call this afternoon from NAB, which is Robin, by the way, for those who don't know. And NAB goes, "Hey, I guess me and you are going to be teal hunting in Louisiana." I said, "Louisiana? What are you talking about, Louisiana? I'm going to Texas in September." And he goes, No, we're going to Louisiana. I said, "Robin, I got to go hunt with Robert in Texas." He goes, "Nope, that's been changed." I said, "I will call you back." And I texted Robert. I said, "Where the hell am I supposed to be going?" And that's where this got. But anyway, go ahead, Zach. I'm sorry. I had to get that out.
Yeah, so basically this started out, we had a nice property we were looking at in Arkansas. Honestly, about 5 properties we were looking at in Arkansas, getting from the same guy. Everything was good. Everything was great and golden. We were on track and hit a little bump in the road to the point where he wouldn't answer a phone call, wouldn't answer a text message. Got to do some digging around, and he was basically selling mud holes as duck holes. So that's why Arkansas got out of the question. We reached out to a friend of ours that we knew had some properties in Texas. He was, yeah, man, I got y'all. Don't worry about it. Everything's good to go. All I got to do is clear it with the landowner, but I've got plenty of places y'all can get from us. Cool. Well, landowners apparently didn't like the guide service idea too much, and as quickly as that door opened, it got slammed. So we made some phone calls. Robert happened to have saved a post from about three weeks ago. Stumbled upon it, sent it to me. We called this guy. The property we called about, he did not have, but he messaged me about 15 minutes later and said, "Hey, I got one in Louisiana that you might be interested in." Lo and behold, we were interested and we jumped on it because it is a beautiful property. I posted on Facebook that I didn't think a piece of heaven would ever be found in South Louisiana, but I'm fairly certain this is a little slice of it.
There's a little slice of it.
Just a little slice.
Y'all need to like I said, when you get a chance, you need to post a link to your Facebook page in here so guys can go to it and see some of the pictures. If I had the knowledge, I would post them myself right here, but I just don't have that knowledge, to be quite honest. But I saw the pictures, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of property. And I'm looking forward to it, man. Robert, I actually called my dad and said, "Guess what? I'm going to Louisiana in September." He goes, he's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going. I'm going." And I said, "I may be sleeping on the floor, but I'm going." So
My biggest thing about the property is it offers so much different stuff. Like there's year-round ponds, there's flooded ag fields, and there's natural flooded sloughs and bottoms and stuff that the ducks will just flock to, in my opinion.
yeah, that area is well known, is real well known.
Yeah, I mean,
migration. So
the way it's situated, we're situated right between West Bay, WMA, and the Atchafalaya Basin National Wildlife Refuge. So I mean, we're right in the flyway.
And can I just say real quick, I'm really glad that you tried to say that because that is not at all what I was going to call that flyway. So I'm glad you knew the correct way to pronounce that already.
Atchafalaya, baby.
Atchafalaya.
Atchafalaya. I got you. Me and Robert were joking this weekend. I told my wife that I apologize because after spending the next few months in Louisiana, I'm liable to come out of there with a Cajun accent.
There is a good possibility. I'm actually looking the area up. Oh my gosh.
You see it?
Well, I see about where you're at, and
you'll see like where
West Bay. I see West Bay Wildlife Management.
Right. You'll see where it kind of comes into the Atchafalaya.
Yeah, and
we're right
Eunice
angle.
And Ville Platte and Church Point and Opelousas, north of Lafayette and Broussard.
Yeah, it's northwest of Lafayette.
Yeah.
It's up almost in that peak where you see the green come together.
Right. And I'm looking. I got friends in that area, actually.
Yeah, I got a buddy I was in the Army with that's right there in Lafayette. He said that's a good area to hunt.
What do you know what parish that is off by chance?
I don't. I'd have to look. I haven't even checked on all that.
I'll look.
Adam sent us the number to the sheriff's department, but I don't even remember what it said.
Yeah, I'm trying to look and see, but my phone wants to be slow since I'm on video.
Yeah, mine.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm doing my best to look it up. If my phone would act right.
Technology.
What? It's in Evangeline Parish.
Never heard of that one.
It is north. Well, it's going to be north of oh shoot, what is the name of that parish right south of it? Cameron Parish. So
Yeah, I've heard of
there
that.
are more ducks. Now I don't know about last year and the last few years, but there have been more ducks killed out of Cameron Parish than probably any other area in the United States.
Well,
So
if they
you're
had, they
literally just north of it, catching those birds coming in.
that's
Hey,
what I'm.
we'll hopefully stop quite a few of them before they make it.
That's right.
That's right.
That's the plan.
Well,
And
when we start,
last year, when me and Daddy went to Venice, which is just south of New Orleans, we had that hurricane come in, and that hurricane blew all those ducks out. But I had a guy just over in Baton Rouge and just a little bit farther west. I had two guys that I know I was talking to, and they had birds out of all over the place. So I'm just saying these birds, they all converge into these areas. So yeah, I think you got a good spot, dude.
yeah. Well, we saw it, and we saw where it was at on the map, and what all was around it. We had to have it.
Yeah,
Very much so, especially with that lodging included.
That was a big.
Absolutely. We were really excited about that because nobody wants to have to worry about hotels and how to get there and directions. It's so much easier if we can bring you, stay with us. We're going to feed you. We're going to let you have a good time. And we a one-stop shop.
Well, I've got 2 new recipes for ducks, so get ready.
Absolutely. We ready to try them.
And of course, my world famous duck shotgun shells that I put on a smoker. So make sure you got me a smoker. And we hit the grocery store, and we'll take care of that. But I got 2 new recipes. I'm actually gonna hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna try one and cook it and maybe film it. But it's a offshoot of a duck popper. It's not a duck popper, but it's got all the components to a duck popper. And
intrigued.
Sounds like
I see Robert's eyes lighting up because he knows how I can cook.
Hey,
I also have another one. I have another recipe that I actually got out of Louisiana many years ago down in Hackberry, Louisiana, which is south of St. Charles, called chocolate duck. I think I've told Robert about this 1,000 times. It has nothing to do with chocolate. It's just the color of the gravy.
Gotcha.
But it just takes a long time to cook. It's just the way it is. But I think I have another recipe for whole ducks that will blow your mind. And I haven't tried it yet, so it's something I've been working on and getting the components and putting it in my head and trying it with something else to see, because I don't want to waste a duck. I'll waste chickens and
that's right,
beef, but I don't like wasting ducks. So
that's right.
But we're gonna try it. And, if it works out, boys, you're gonna look like me when I'm done in those 4 days. Y'all gonna look like me.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna hold you to it as well.
I can't wait.
And of course, the biscuit maker may get thrown in the mix.
No, Robert will tell you now, that biscuit maker is as important to me in that duck blind as shotgun shells. Okay, that biscuit maker is a necessity when it comes to a successful.
Robert, you got one like I do, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
Yeah,
he done ruined me about 6 years ago when we was doing the veterans hunt. And every hunt since, I've been asking where the biscuits are at.
We were we were way up in Sparkleberry Swamp, and the other Zach was with us, and we I was like, I'm hungry, and they were eating potato chips and jerky and all this other stuff, and I said, I don't think
Check
you
out.
understand. I pulled out my burner and got the biscuits and got they were. I mean, it was like, what? I mean, you're gonna cook biscuit. I'm gonna cook biscuits, and we fried up deer sausage, we fried up pork sausage, and oh man, it was awesome.
I'm a firm
Hang on one
believer that ducks like bacon. Last
Duggar, what's
year,
going on, buddy? Thanks for coming in.
last season, there wasn't a duck in the sky, so we decided, well, we'll go ahead and eat breakfast. And about the time Robert threw the bacon on the fryer was about the time ducks started pouring into the hole. So I'm a firm believer, if they won't fly, all it takes is the smell of bacon.
Bacon,
They come a running.
bacon will call them all in.
That day Matt was talking about in the Sparkleberry Swamp, I went home that day and got on eBay and bought me one of those.
I've heard about that hunt then, because I've heard about the reason you've got that biscuit maker
That day.
that day.
I actually saw that on an old Duck Commander video when Phil had, and I saw it, and I went and I got all the videos, so I sat there and I went through that video until I got to right where the biscuit maker was, and I paused it and I went and got my wife and I brought her in and I said, listen, you see what they're using right there? And she looked at it and she goes, yeah. I said, I want that. How do I go about looking for it?
Yeah.
And she goes, well, I'll look around. Months went by. I mean, months. I had forgotten about it. But I was trying, I was taking cast iron skillets and cooking eggs and bacon and, sausage and whatnot. And it was in the springtime. It was my birthday. And she hands me a box. Now, here's the thing. I have seen this box in the closet for about 4 months now.
Ain't thought nothing about it.
And I didn't think nothing. It was just a box, had her name on it. I'm not going to go in it. And she handed it to me, and I opened it up, and it was the biscuit maker. And she had kept that thing for 4 months. Best gift. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's given me some great gifts over the years, as I have her.
Right.
But that biscuit maker, I will fight you. I will fight you if you try to take that thing. I mean, there's no getting. Robert knows, because Robert, I want that. I said, you ain't getting it. There ain't enough money in your pocket. He goes, you don't know how much I got. I said, there is still not enough in there.
I know it ain't enough.
Hey, it was enough to get one off eBay, though.
It was enough to get you.
That part. Yeah, cooking's something we're big fans of. Pretty much every trip we go on, at least 2 or 3 other people at the hotel have to come up and be like, what in the world are y'all cooking? Because it has this whole place smelling right.
Yeah. Did I was looking at what Duggar says, Dutch oven biscuit, sausage, milk, gravy, no. Have you ever seen the video I did of the pre-made biscuits and gravy?
I don't think I have.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find it though.
Go find it. Go into my YouTube channel, go under Daddy Duck's Kitchen. It's in there. Go look at it. But for the guys that want to just get a glimpse, I took some Swaggerty sausage because it's my favorite sausage of all time. And I made a sausage gravy.
Mm-hmm.
White sausage gravy. I took it off. I put it on the back of the stove, and I walked away from it. Left it there. Let it get cold.
Yeah.
You know where it will congeal almost. I let it get cold. I took a can of Poppin' Wops, put them on a cutting board, put a little flour down, and I would pull them apart, and I rolled them out. Got them about big tortilla size.
Yep.
And I would take that a scoop of that sausage gravy and put it in the middle, and then fold everything back up. And I would brush it with a little bit of butter so it would stick. Flip it upside down, put it in a container. I did all of them that way and put it in the refrigerator so it would
Form.
Form and hold. I put them the next morning into a cooler, and I took them out, and I was hunting with 2 other guys, and we had shot our 9 wood ducks like bam, bam, bam. That was done. We were done. And we were shooting wood ducks. That was it. There was nothing, no, we not looking for anything else. It was because there's nothing there. And we went back to the hill, and in the parking lot of Spalkerberry Landing, I cooked them biscuits, and I had people coming off the water gathering up around me. And of course, I only had 8 biscuits. That was it.
How much per plate?
Of course, my buddies, they got. I said, y'all get what you want. They picked up one. I picked up one. So that was 3, and those 5 guys, man. I said, y'all want? There's 5 left. One guy picked one up and went. I said, no. You're gonna need I had a bowl. And I had a spoon. He goes, man, I ain't eating a biscuit with a spoon. I said, you're gonna need one for this.
Ain't no regular biscuit.
Cut into it, all that gravy just exploded out. And he looked at me and goes, holy cow, dude, are you kidding me? I said, nope. But I had done the whole thing in a video. Everything was videoed from the time I started. It's in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go back and watch it. My kids might be eating that for breakfast Saturday.
Sounds good, don't
it? It does. Got me up here hungry.
I'm telling you, I just ate and I'm hungry.
Oh, dude, I just ate Mississippi pot roast, half of it, and whew, I'm getting hungry. Oh, man. So what else is going on?
Not much. Working and trying to get to Louisiana now.
Yeah. So in about 2 weeks, you're going up there, right?
Yeah, we're not going to go this weekend with it being 4th of July, but like the 12th or whatever it is, we're going to go out there, spend the whole weekend getting everything right. And if I have to, I can go back the next weekend and finish up.
Gotcha. Hey, Jeff, what's going on? And the guys, for those that are coming in a little bit late, maybe not catching all of what's going on tonight, I got Robert Brandt and Zach Garrison. They are the owners of Working Man Outdoors, which is a guide service. Both of these gentlemen are from South Carolina. However, they have acquired some property in Louisiana and are going to be offering duck hunts this year, starting off with the early teal, which I'm going to be going and visiting them in September. Then for that hunt, we have an options of teal, hogs, thermal hogs at night, and possibly some alligators.
Right, we're working on them gators.
Working on the gator tags.
That's right.
But I'm gonna be joining them in September. You can find them. The only thing I know is Facebook, which is Working Man Outdoors. So
we'll have
go find them. If you're looking for a Louisiana hunt, when you get on there, you'll see a post that he made about the Louisiana property, and I'm telling you, it's some of the prettiest that I've seen in a long time.
Yes, sir. We'll be hunting flooded rice.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Can't beat that with a stick.
That's right.
What's up, Chris? So I got to ask a question. Robert, did you see the video I did yesterday?
I didn't get
put out this morning.
I didn't get a chance to look at it yet.
Okay. If those are in the chat have seen the video I posted this morning, it's a little short. Give me yay, nay, thumbs up. What y'all thought about it? I think Jeff is still belly laughing over it. So it was a fun video to do. Don't make me cuss on here. But anyway, I just want to know what y'all thought of it. I had a good time making that yesterday. Are these the guys that got you on the? No, they're not. No, that is Poor Boy Outdoors in North Carolina. These two old boys are from my home state of South Carolina. One lives in the upstate, and one lives about 30 minutes from me, depending on how fast I drive.
Say if Robert's driving 20.
Oh yeah, I had listen. He was going to meet me at the house one day. We were going to go duck hunting, and I called him. I said, "Hey, Bo, you on the way?" He said, "I'm leaving the house." I said, "Dude, we're going to be late." He says, "No, I'll be there in 20 minutes." I said, "No, there's no way you're going to be." I kid you not. Before I got the boat hooked up, he was there.
That's right. He was in the driveway.
He swung that car in sideways. He said, "Where do I park?" I said, "There's fine. Stop right there." So, yeah.
I ain't gonna put y'all incriminating me on here now.
Hey, we ain't complaining about it. I ain't complaining at all. But I will say that as a driving duo, oh no.
We lost him, I think.
He's gonna tell you that I'm not a good passenger because I fall asleep.
Oh, dude. If somebody else is driving, I'm done. I'm done with.
I mean, after I just drove for 12 hours, what do you expect?
Yep. Yeah, I think we lost Zach. He froze up, and
it's all good. He's at work. But yeah, that's what he was gonna. That's what he's gonna tell you. As a driving duo, I'm good for about 12 hours, and then after that, I get in the passenger seat. I'm out.
oh Lord.
Yeah, it kicked him out.
Yeah, I can barely see you. You must be sitting in your car.
I am. I had to come outside because they're sitting in there and yapping, got the dogs going crazy and all. I wouldn't have been able to hear nothing, or y'all wouldn't have been able to hear me.
I like this. Chris is my buddy out of Oklahoma. I hunted with him last year, and this is what I prefer my passenger to be asleep. That way I don't have to hear them yelling, slow down.
Right? Hey, we get along good. As long as you don't wreck us, I'll stay asleep.
Oh yeah. Well, we're not going to be too far. I got a good buddy of mine that lives fairly close to there. So there might be a chance I may call him and see if I can come up and see him or whatever. Yes, I do know how fast you made it to El Dorado. And yes, I say El Dorado. I don't know any other way to say it. It's probably El Dorado. Duck hunting in New Mexico, everything depends on cold weather up north to push quackers. Yes. Quakers, quackers, I got you. I understood what you were saying.
That's everywhere, Mr. Duggar.
But yeah, I think I know good and well, you know, I know there's going to be some birds there. There's definitely the potential for them to be there. I mean, because of the area. That's the biggest hurdle.
Early season, we know we'll have teal, we'll have gadwall, probably some widgeon, and probably that first wave of pintails that always comes through Arkansas.
Right. So I'm real excited about being there in September just for the teal. I know Robin is. I mean, he called me twice.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna get there, man. All I got to do is I got to put in some extra time, which I have on the book, so that's no big deal. But we'll get it all together and just keep us apprised of what's going on. And you and Zach, when I go live, y'all have an open invite. So if you're here, you come on.
When we go out next week, I'll try to get some videos and stuff and post them up on the page so everybody can see what's going on and try to keep up with the progress that we make and everything.
Can you see that message?
Yeah, it's in Mamou, I guess is how you pronounce it. Mamou. It's right between West Bay WMA and Atchafalaya National Wildlife Refuge.
So it's in a great location. We will not be far at all. Like I said, I got some people that live out. I not people, just friends of mine that live out that way.
Well, one thing we were thinking about is it's close enough to those WMAs. We can venture out and go hunt those on our days we don't have clients and kind of learn the area, see what's going on, and not put pressure on our place. So
exactly,
it's like the best of both worlds being right there.
And you got that NWR, which you can hunt as well.
Right.
Which, that really ticks me off because you go to Louisiana and Arkansas and some other places, especially out west, and you can duck hunt their NWRs.
We've said duck hunt ours. Every time we go out there, we say that. Every state, like once you cross Alabama, it seems like you can hunt the refuges, but here you can't. Same sign, same government organization and everything, but they can hunt it. We can't.
Right.
I don't understand that. Because here, that's where all the ducks go. Because they don't get hunted there.
Yeah. Hey, you wouldn't mind turning on the inside light, would you?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Okay.
That's
a little bit better.
Yeah. That's about all.
Nobody can see you, Bubba. I mean, it was pitch black.
Yeah.
He's asking around Krotz Springs, Krotz.
I don't know.
It is due north of Eunice, Louisiana, pretty much due west of Ville Platte.
Yeah,
northwest of Lafayette.
Yeah, I know we're just north of Eunice. I know that.
Right. I don't see that Krotz Springs.
It's a little tiny town.
Yeah.
It's about like Mamou. It ain't as long as a minute.
That's right. Let's see here. Hang on, I'm looking. Oh, okay. It's about an hour from where my buddy lives. So.
Yeah, I think Lafayette's like 45 minutes.
Right.
Maybe an hour. And then it's like at an hour to the Texas line. Maybe an hour.
I had to type his town in. Let's see here. Where does that name Krotz? Krotz. Nope. It's about an hour. Chris, it's about an hour. Mamu, however you pronounce that, is about an hour west of that Krotz Springs. JJ, what's going on? What's going on, John? I hope you're having a good day, man. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I keep having to jump back to the comments because I can't see them.
That's all right. If there's something that is asking, I will post it up so you can see it. Jeff saying he's headed to South Dakota next week to go fishing with his son. Cobains.
We even looked at getting land in South Dakota. I mean, y'all don't understand all the phone calls I made, emails I sent, hands
Right.
went and shook. I mean, it was a whole ordeal.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Okay. All right, Chris, take care of yourself, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Hit that thumbs up for me when you leave. Before you leave.
I'm really happy we held out and didn't get too excited in Arkansas, because that guy was really out to scam us.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to lease us land that he didn't even have rights to hunt. I think I told you that.
Yeah, you did.
And then in Texas, it was like, oh yeah, no problem, everything's good. And then the next day, it was like, well, it ain't good. So had to drop back and punt again.
But it's secured, right?
Yeah.
Everything's secured.
Yeah, everything's secured. Yeah, we got it. It's ours.
Anti, what's going on, brother?
We actually signed a 10-year agreement that we will have first option to lease it for the next 10 years. If we don't want it, then he'll find somebody else.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That is awesome, dude. Y'all did all that over the phone and the computer.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
It took a lot of videos and photos and on X and everything else.
okay, I got a question for you. Hang on.
All right.
And let me get it up here. Can you see that?
Are y'all running spring snow goose hunts? We don't really know what the snow geese are going to be like in the area yet, but if they're there, yes, we will, because we want to shoot them.
How about specs?
Yes. I don't know, again, how it'll go, like early season for specs, if they'll be there, if they won't. I know they're heavy in Arkansas at that time. I don't know if they'll make it that far south early enough, but we'll kind of play it by ear. And if they show up, we'll certainly let everybody know.
There you go. Well, if you have a spring goose, and I'm assuming you're going to be talking to people when you get out there and figuring a lot more stuff out.
Oh yeah.
Again, guys, this is their first year doing the guiding thing. So, and this is a new piece of property for them. So they're learning it. So there's going to be a learning curve here. But I know Robert well, and the boy knows how to duck hunt, period. No ifs and buts about it. As much as I always tell him what he needs to do, he does know what he's doing. That's just the daddy duck in me telling him what to do. But if you got snow geese, man, in the spring, you just got to make a phone call. And,
if nothing else,
we'll load up.
I think I want to say snow goose season runs from like February the 6th until like the first week of March.
Yeah.
But like I said, it depends on the migration. If they're hanging around, we'll certainly take clients and let them hammer them. If they're not, I'm not out to take anybody's money. I'm not going to book a dry hunt.
Right. Oh, there you go, guys. You can't ask me better than that, no better than that.
We do have all the gear and everything ready to go. And if they do show up, we probably got 100 snow goose socks, and I don't know, probably 10 or so dozen spec floaters and mixed goose decoys and such. If they show up, we'll be ready for them. But I'm kind of playing it by ear right now.
I can tell you now, as much as I love to shoot ducks, especially mallards, and I love shooting specks over water.
Oh yeah.
I love shooting specks over water. I've done it over dry fields or flooded fields. I've done it over dry fields, but my favorite in spec hunting is over water. They act just like mallards. They act just like mallards. And,
They decoy great.
yeah, and they're probably, in my opinion, well, not even my opinion. There's thousands of people say the same thing. They are the best eating goose out there.
Yeah,
no, hands down.
Yeah, no doubt. And to me, they're probably the easiest ones to finish too.
Yeah.
Snows, I mean, you got so many eyes looking at you. It's hard to finish a big group of snows. You got 10, 12 specks gliding in. They're going to glide right on in.
Yeah.
Kind of like, it'd be like shooting gadwall versus shooting pintails. Is the way is a good analogy.
Yeah.
Gadwall's coming or he ain't. Pintail probably ain't coming.
Pintail's going to circle you. It's like a black duck. He's going to circle you and aggravate you half to death.
All day.
But it's weird when a pintail decides he's going to give it up. There ain't no stopping him. He'll come in through a hail of gunfire and still put down.
Yeah, it still touch water.
It still touch water. You can shoot all around him. He'll swim around before. If he wants that spot.
Yeah, coming.
He's coming.
I know what you mean. I've seen it myself. It's crazy. I've seen mallards do the same thing. If they want in there, they're coming. You can shoot at them. They'll leave, circle a couple times, and come right back.
All right. So now that you're here and getting off of, I got to brag a little bit, but I'm quite sure that people want to hear it from you, and your experience. That first year that we hunted the wood duck hole, the Thanksgiving wood duck hole.
Yeah.
Tell people what I did with that wood duck call.
I mean, he set them down right in our face. I mean, they turn on a dime. People say that you can't call wood ducks, and that is a fallacy.
Yep.
You can call wood ducks. They will react to a call, but you got to have the right sound and motion on the water to make them do it.
Yep. And there was that one hunt where it kind of got messed up at the end, but I had them circling.
Yeah.
I had them actually circling, and they were getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and they were coming.
Yeah, and then Zach shot.
And then somebody had I wasn't going to name
I'm
the name, but
and he knows I'm going to call him out.
But
he's gotten better about
too early. But we could have. I mean, they were in range, but we could have sat them down.
No doubt. I think
I had that camera set right there for where they were going to land, and
yeah, we had already shot a good many that morning.
Oh yeah,
it was a real good hunt, no doubt. It'll get back there. I got to go in there and do some cleaning up. We had them trees fell and stuff and kind of blocked up the flight path, so they shifted this year. But I'll get in there and I'll clean it out, and they should be back right. I don't know if I'll be here for Thanksgiving though.
What Jeff say? Snow geese will piss you off.
No doubt. No doubt. I love to hate them with a passion, if that makes any sense.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, they are a love-hate relationship. People ask me if I snow goose hunt, and I tell them I have, but we just don't have them here.
Yeah.
On occasion, we'll get some stragglers, the greater snows.
Yeah.
We'll get a straggler, 1, 2, maybe a small flock of 10.
You know what I don't get about that though? They get them in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Get them all the way down in Florida. They just bypass us. It's like they hit North Carolina and just teleport to Florida.
All right, Jeff's asking this. What type of blinds are you hunting out of?
It depends. If we're in dry fields, usually we just hide in the socks. But we have layout chairs and some layout blinds. I got the chairs with the little blankets, the little camouflage ghillie suit blankets or whatever. So they hide pretty good when we need them to. We do some A-frame hunts. It depends if we got a wood line we can line up on. We'll set up an A-frame. A lot of times in the open field, that's tough to do. If you break that skyline, they're gonna see you. So you got to get down low to the ground.
Now, when we're teal hunting, we're going to be just hunkering down in the grass on a dove stool. I'm quite sure.
It depends. We got 2 stilt blinds set up on the big pond, and then we got 3 skids set up on the rice fields. And then I'll have like some cattle panel A-frames set up if we need them, or I'll have them on standby.
Right.
So that way, if we need to move it, we can move it and put it where we need it to be on top of the ducks.
Okay.
The skids, we can move them around, but they're kind of limited to the fields that they're sitting in because he doesn't want us to mess up any of the levees.
Levees and crop.
That levee will cause problems.
Right.
That's one of the biggest things. Is he said we can do pretty much whatever we want, just protect the levees.
Gotcha.
He said as far as water, if we want a little more water, we could, put another board in the spillway, I guess is what you call it. But he keeps it pretty well managed. I mean, the crawfish farmer I was telling you about earlier, Barry is his name. He takes real good care of the place because I mean that's his livelihood.
Right.
I mean he's living off those crawfish.
Right.
So he keeps most of the gators cleaned out. He keeps all the riffraff gone. He keeps the place looking good, operating like it's supposed to. So I think it's going to work out real good, man. I'm excited. I really am.
Yeah, I'm excited. Not only I'm excited to go, but I'm also excited for you because I know what you have gone through since February.
Yeah, we started looking in February.
And
what all started it is we went out to Arkansas this year for our every year hunt, our annual hunt, and we linked up with a couple guys from Tennessee that had never been out there, so they kind of tagged along with us. And I don't know, it kind of felt like we were guiding them in a sense. And the young guy that was with us, he shot his first pintail, and man, you'd have thought I shot it. I mean, it just the feeling I got watching that kid shoot his pintail. And after that, I was like, I was telling Zach, I was like, man, this is what I want to do, man. Every day, this is what I want to do. I want to take people and watch them get that bird that they've been chasing.
Right.
I mean, I know it doesn't always play out like that. And, sometimes you don't get the bird, but the 1 in 10 that do make it worth it.
Right. It's for example, I wasn't even on this hunt. But this past turkey season, one of my subscribers, young boy, actually surprised he's not on here tonight, or him and his daddy, but that's, they might have something going on. And Jeff, I'll get to that question in just a second. He was excited to meet me. I knew his daddy, and I finally was able to get over there and meet the young man. And I actually gifted him some 20 gauge and 410 shells, some TSS.
I remember you telling me about him.
Yep. And he goes out on a couple weekends later and he power drives a big old gobbler.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think he's 9 years old.
You gotta love it.
I wasn't even there, and I was excited for him. So I know what you're feeling. Here you go. Here's another question.
Yes, sir. You can bring your dog. We're gonna try to have a kennel set up, tie down spots if necessary. Because if it's like my dog, she ain't staying in a kennel. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She's gonna climb, dig, or chew her way out. She's coming out. So we will have options for a dog. Just let us know ahead of time if they need a tie out, and we'll have a tie out set out for them. We're going to try to have a couple extra dog houses, stuff like that on hand. But yeah, client dogs are very much welcome.
There you go. Y'all keep bringing these questions, man. I like this. Lots of engagement. Love it.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Another one. How many people on a hunt?
We try to limit it to 4, just because we feel like it makes it a more personalized hunt than trying to have 6 guys gun down a handful of ducks. It makes it easier for us to manage everything, make sure everybody's staying safe, all that kind of stuff. So for right now, it'll be 4, but we do run 2 groups of 4 per day. So eight hunters total on the property.
And you and Zach will be the guides.
Yes, sir.
So you could actually hunt 2 parties of 4 that morning if need be.
Yes, sir. Yes. For eight total. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, Jeff. You can bring up to 8 and y'all can split up and hunt 4 and 4 one day and then switch up people to hunt, that kind of thing. So
we just don't like to overcrowd the blinds. They're 16-foot blinds, but at the same time, if you pack 6 guys, a dog, a guide, all that in there, it gets tight.
Yeah.
Zach, his phone died.
His phone died.
Yeah.
Let me say this I got 4 people in here right now, but and I just want everybody who's in here did not hear this before. Every Tuesday morning, I'm going to be doing a community post on YouTube. And if you're subscribed to the channel, you should be able to see it. It will be a question. So when you see it, please comment to the question. This question that I'm asking, these different questions, are going to help me prepare for a video of that week or maybe the week after. My last question is, and I'm going to ask you this, Robert, was when I asked the question. So last week I asked the question, what is the most essential thing you bring to the duck blind that you're not going to leave home without? My answer was, of course, the biscuit maker. I had people say, guns and waders and shells and blind bags and flashlights, all this kind of stuff. But what is that most essential piece of equipment you're going to carry? And for me, it was a biscuit maker because I like to eat. That was just what I enjoy cooking for people. So I actually have got a video out. It's going to come out tomorrow. It's a little short video about that. So I'm going to ask you, Robert, what is your most essential? You're not going to walk out and go on a duck hunt without. What is that one piece of equipment?
I'd have to say a duck call. Because I can stand there all day and watch them circle around and land on top of me and never fire a shot. Not have to worry about eating. You just watch the ducks work.
Right. And that makes perfect sense.
If I'm going duck hunting, I got to have something. I got to have a whistle, a wood duck call. I got to have something I can talk to them with.
Right. Charles is saying an extra pair of gloves.
To be honest, I guess working construction, my hands really don't get cold. I don't like to wear gloves. I'll put the heater on and kind of toast them up a little bit and keep the chill off, but I don't like to wear gloves.
Right.
Get away, I feel like.
Jeff says he thinks it's his dog. He asked this question as well. What about 6 from the same group? I think I just heard the answer.
We could try to pack you in a blind, but it's probably not going to be real comfortable. I'd much rather split you into 2 groups of 3 and do it that way.
Right. Because I mean, you gotta figure you got, if you put 4 in there, you got the guy, which is 5. Then you got a dog.
Yeah.
Or,
It takes up a lot of room that you don't
Right.
realize. I mean, everybody got a blind bag, everybody got a gun case, everybody brought snacks and this, that, and the other. I mean, you run out of room quick.
yep.
I mean, and if y'all wanted to pack 6 deep, we would do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'd much rather split you into 2 groups of 3. If it were me, I'd rather hunt with 3 people than 6. That's just me.
Right.
It's easier to hide 3 people, even though we are in a big blind. It's easier to keep the ducks from seeing people pop their head out or move. I mean, I've been to Oklahoma in like -10 and didn't wear gloves. I probably should have, but I didn't.
I know somebody who got a very expensive pair of gloves one time and left them in my driveway.
Yeah. I think I know him.
Yeah. I'm quite sure you do know him.
I still got that pair of gloves though.
Do you really?
Yeah, I got another pair just like it too. My wife got them for me for either Father's Day or Christmas last year.
A very expensive pair of gloves.
They're like $50, and I don't even wear them. That's sad. I got 2 pair of them. Don't even wear them. I got them if my hands get cold, I guess. I tell you, I will use the neoprene gloves, the decoy gloves when I'm picking up.
Right.
I will use those because once your hands get wet, that's a different ball game.
He likes the 2 groups of 3. I think is what he's saying. He's got there's probably 6 of them that want to come.
Yeah,
So
I think that'd be better. And I mean, if y'all only got 1 dog, I can run my dog with 1 group, and y'all can take y'all's dog with the other group. I think Zach is gonna have a dog. I'm not sure how well it's gonna be trained. My dog's fairly good. She does like to break a little bit, but I can leash her up and she'll be fine. She doesn't bark or yip or anything like that. She'll sit there if I got her leashed. I will have another dog hopefully by the end of the season. He goes to school in September. I should have him back around Christmas, and he will be fully ready to go. Like top notch gun dog.
right.
I would have had my little female, but she hurt her leg and she still kind of favors it, so I don't want to push her.
How's the boykin doing?
Which one, Gypsy?
Yeah.
Pregnant at the moment.
Oh Lord.
Yep. I had her locked up inside, and she broke out of the porch, and yeah. So they're actually due this weekend, I think. My wife's got it on the calendar.
You know who the daddy is?
Yeah, it's Jax. It's my other boykin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I caught him locked up.
Okay.
I didn't want to, but yeah, I pulled up in the yard from work, and there she was. My wife was like, "I just let her out on the porch."
Ooh.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
When they get that in their head, you can't stop them.
Yeah. And I mean, she knows she can't be contained, so I don't know why she thought the porch was going to hold her.
Right.
But yeah, I got some little brown dog puppies on the way.
Okay. So anybody close to South Carolina that wants a little brown boy can let me know, and I'll get you in touch with Robert.
Well, they're mostly boykin. They're like a 16th Chesapeake.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You got that little. Yeah. That's from Jack's side, right?
No, Jack's is full. That's from Goose.
Oh, okay.
Goose was a half and half. Gypsy is a quarter.
Okay.
I bred Goose to another full Boykin and got 3/4 puppies, and that's Gypsy, Socks, Whiskey, that whole crowd. And they're all doing really good. I think 4 are in hunting homes, counting the 2 I have. And Gypsy is my everyday dog. I mean, you know that. I take her
Yeah.
everywhere.
All right. Any more questions, guys?
If not, I'm gonna go get in the shower.
I hear you.
4 o'clock comes early.
Just saying, try those Dakota dog blinds. They're spring loaded. Just pull the cord.
Yeah, I have something similar. I don't think it's a Dakota, but I have something real similar. It's like a little pop up blind.
That's what I got.
I got it at Max like 2 years ago. We went down there to pick up layout blinds, and I seen it. It was on sale. I grabbed it.
Yeah, I got a
Gypsy
I got a
love it.
Bomar stand, and I've got a Final Flight dog blind, because
Yeah.
when I bought my A-frame, it was on sale, and so was the dog blind, and I ended up getting both for less than if I'd have bought them individually.
Right.
But
I'll tell you another thing I like, the Tide Weave panel blinds that they got.
yeah,
I bought 2 of them, and I use it like an A-frame. Man, that thing's got dog holes on both ends. It's easy to set up. It's easy to store. If you're looking for a panel A-frame type blind, that's a real good option.
right.
They're fairly cheap too. They're like $150 a piece. So you get the whole blind for like $300.
1 second. All right, Charles, thanks for coming in, man. You take care of yourself, and happy 4th of July. All right. Well, I know you got to get going. You've been working in the heat all day, and
Yes, sir.
I do appreciate you coming in, man. Tell Zach when you talk to him again, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, we'll try to start stopping by pretty regular so we can update on what's going on and all that.
That'll work, dude. I try to do these on every Monday night. So give me a call.
Yeah.
Like on Sunday or Saturday or Sunday when you get if you got a update or something, and then I can set it up.
I got you.
For that follow for that Monday.
Well,
sometimes I'll miss a Monday, but I try to do them every Monday.
Yeah, we probably won't have much to tell next week, but the week after we should have some kind of news anyway.
Right. Yeah, I want you back on when you come back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll do that. Like I say, we're gonna head out, see what's what, and try to get the lodge put together.
Hang on 1 second. They are on Facebook. Working Man Outdoors on Facebook. So you guys that are still here, hang tight. I think Anti is going to post that real quick.
Yeah, I tried to post it, but it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, Anti is my one of my moderators, and he is very good at getting that stuff put out. But anyway, I know you got to get going, dude. Just trying to get this out to everybody. I'll start sharing your pages out more.
There's actually 2 Working Man Outdoors pages. One is the one I made, and one's the one my wife made. Either one will tell you the same information, get you to the same place.
Okay. All right. Well, Robert, I appreciate you coming in. Tell Zach I said nice to meet him finally, and we'll kind of keep touching bases, man, until
we
it's time to hit the road.
and we'll be back. Keep y'all updated and let y'all know what's going on. Hog hunts will start August 1st.
Okay. There he goes. He's got it right there, guys. Hog hunt start August 1st.
We should be set up and ready to do some hog hunting August 1st.
There you go. Y'all want to get you an early hog, let him know.
We'll stack them up and get all you want.
They got plenty of them out there.
Oh yeah, the crawfish man, Mr. Barry, he told us, he said they fight with them every year. He said he'd be more than happy for us to take care of it and get that off his plate.
There you go. There you go.
He was telling us last year they killed 2 or either 3 that was over 300 pounds. So they got some pretty good sized ones hanging around.
Great. Down.
He said they have to shoot them out pretty much every year because they come in and they'll tear everything up, tear the levees up and all that. And right beside them WMAs, you know, they hold up on that big acreage properties that don't have nothing on it. So I mean,
right,
they just coming from right next door.
Yep. All right, Bubba. Because
I appreciate you having me.
Not a problem, Robert. Anytime, man. You know that.
I'll get back with you and let you know what we got going on.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, there you go, guys. Anti, thanks so much for putting that out there for me. Well, it has been here an hour and a half, and I'm probably going to call it a night. Got a really busy tomorrow. But if you haven't looked on my YouTube, I posted a short this morning. Please go and take a look at it. I personally think it's hilarious. I had a good time doing it, so y'all go ahead and see it. I'll be posting shorts 3 days a week with a long content. I'm moving that from Wednesday to now Sunday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I am posting shorts. Monday is a live stream if I do one that night. Tuesday is a community post. And on Sunday, so now that came back. So Sunday is going to be the new day that I'm going to drop long content. Just for y'all know, and I'll probably do a small video on that upcoming in the next couple of days or something, just to remind y'all. But we're trying to change things up and trying to get more views and more comments and all that kind of stuff. So if you see one of my videos, please, 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 just don't hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment. I really need this engagement. We're really going to be pushing the channel really hard from now to the end of the season. So anyway, guys, listen, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Again, one thing real quick. My dad, Papa Duck, I meant to say this earlier. He's got a new book out, just hit, called Remembering the Palmetto Sportsman. I think you can get this off of Amazon. If not, Google my dad's name, John Wangray. That'll get you to a site that you can order the books directly from him. And if you want it autographed, just send him an email and he'll be able to autograph and get it in the mail to you. All right. There you go. Y'all have a great one. Y'all take care of yourselves. And we will see y'all next time on Daddy Duck 365.